what's up? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I just had the need to share you a part of my story on how I became a Christian and how I started believing in God. And I'm also gonna share a few details of back when I was younger and I didn't believe in the Lord. I mean, I'm a Christian. You know, it's not about what religion you're in, but it's about having a relationship with God. I'm a sinner myself, man. I can't say that I obey God like how he's supposed to, you know. And let me just share you a part of my story. Okay, so how I started believing in God was when I was about 10 or 11. I remember one time being at my aunt's house. There was this motorcycle, right? And I mean, my parents would always tell me, you know what? Got this, got that, his mom, Virgin Mary, and all that, you know, all that. I mean, I didn't know if it was real or not. I just knew it was a story that everybody would talk about. So then I'm like, you know what? You know what, God, if you're real? Because it was a motorcycle, right? It was like a dirt bike or motorcycle, I'm not sure. Like a scooter, yeah, like one of those motorcycles, scooter motorcycles. And I would press the button and it would turn on. I used to love motorcycles, man. Whatever, you know. It didn't want to turn on. Only the light would flash and it had the key, but it didn't turn on. So you know what I said? I'm like, you know what? If God's real, make this work. And if God doesn't make this work, I'll ask the devil. So just like what I said, I did. I prayed. Didn't work. Changed my mind. Worshipped the enemy. Didn't work either. Well, here's the interesting part. Night time came, right? We were going from Los Fresnos to Brownsville to my back to my mom's house, right? And I remember my grandma was taking a shower and I was in the room by myself. And then suddenly I started getting scared, you know, because you're by yourself in the dark. And usually when you're by yourself in the dark, I'm not sure if you guys are scared anymore. But me, I'm not scared of being by myself in the dark anymore. Well, sometimes I am, you know. But back then it was worse because you're little, you know, and all these stories. And then I'm like, you know what, I gotta ask for forgiveness. So that's when I'm like, I messed up. I know I messed up. So I started praying, you know. I started praying to God. But I started mocking him at the same time. I started shaking my hands on purpose. Like, you know how some people say hallelujah and all that. And they get on their knees and pray. Well, I got on my knees. Let's just say that I got on my knees. Got on the bed, started praying. Started playing around with my hands like that. I don't know what happened after that. That my whole body went numb. Not numb, but numb in a way that something took over me. Something took over my body, man. It wasn't even me anymore. I started shaking. My whole body started shaking. I couldn't move. I was just like, you know, that's what I get from mocking, man. Like I was like that, but then suddenly my hands stayed like that. And something just spoke in my head. They called me Junior. It just said Junior. I'm not sure if it was God or the devil, but I believe it was God, man. To this day, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it had to be God. And I just know he said something. All I heard was Junior, because I couldn't understand his voice, because it was kind of like it's calm, and it's clear. But when he speaks, there's like thunder. But it's a voice of commandment, like a commanding voice. Like he says it, you do it, because it's a rule. You know, you get me? I don't know if you guys understand. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right. I usually have a hard time explaining myself right. But I just had the need to tell you this, guys. And there's many reasons why I believe in the Lord too, man. And I know sometimes I mess up. We all mess up sometimes, man. But sometimes you're so messed up that sometimes you realize you gotta open your eyes and see where you're at, you know. Because life ain't easy, but so that's what I've been trying to tell you. And I have other stories too, man, that are really, really real, that people think I'm crazy, because these stories are real, man. I should have been dead by right now. I wouldn't even be right here right now if it wasn't for the Lord. I struggle with addiction too, not drug addiction, but porn addiction. So something just told me to go get this Bible right now. I just went immediately. I was hearing Christian music, boom, popped in my head. Went, bought it, came back, starting to read it. And hopefully God gives me the strength to keep on reading it, because, you know, sometimes we just read it and we forget about it. We don't read it anymore. We're like, tomorrow, we don't really read it. So that's how I started believing in God, guys. And I tell people these stories, but they don't believe me sometimes. But man, that's all it took for me to believe that God is real, man. I heard his voice. And I promise you that he is real. And I heard his voice. And I'm not playing. And it's not a joke. And I don't know how else to explain. But all I know is that you pray, you believe. Even if you're going through really bad times, he'll help you. That's all I know. You can forget about him. You can forget about him for about 5 or 6 years, because you're doing good. But once you start doing bad and you come to him, he'll still be there. Because that's how I was, and I still am like that. Even though right now I'm not going through a hard time, you know. Well, I kind of am, but I'm here. And by hard time, I mean any kind of hard time. Violence, physical abuse, mental abuse, etc., you know. The reason I don't really know, I mean, I don't know how to explain myself, man. I just know how to be, how can I put it? It's just me, man. I have a hard time explaining myself. But I got my point, you know. So this was part 1 of how I started believing. I'm going to be uploading another video. I'm not sure when. Probably tomorrow, God willing. So this was the first part. The first time I believe in God and the first time I heard him. The second one is going to be stuff that I don't want to self-incriminate myself. Because, well, you know what? I'll just say the truth, man. Whatever. But it's an old case. So, what was I about to say? Yeah. The second story is going to be about when I was in jail. And this is real, man. Trust me. Cell door opens by itself after prayer. 5 minutes, ask the Lord to give me a sign. Boom. Door locked. The door is from the jail that they don't usually unlock unless the security presses it. So, then another sign. And the third one is the best, man. That's how. You better be ready for the third one, man, because, like, you see this scar right here? I'm not sure if you guys can see the scar. Right there. And there's another scar right here. Somewhere around here. And there's another scar in my nose. That's the third. These 3 scars represent a life or death situation which I got saved. In which I got saved by God through prayer. And stay tuned, man. Remember, it's not about religion. It's about having a relationship with God. We're all sinners, so don't feel guilty, you know. But even though you know right from wrong, you do the right decision. So, take care, guys, and bless all of you.